Trevoh Chalobah deletes Declan Rice tweet after backlash from Chelsea fans. Trevoh Chalobah deleted his Twitter post in which he praised Declan Rice after receiving heavy backlash from Chelsea supporters. Following West Ham's 4-1 victory over Leicester City on Monday evening, Rice posted a celebratory message to his followers on Twitter. Chalobah took the opportunity to praise Rice's performance as he quoted the West Ham midfielder's message and wrote, "Big player." However, some Chelsea fans were unhappy with the timing of Chalobah's tweet as West Ham's win meant that they knocked Thomas Tuchel's side off top spot in the Premier League. Other Chelsea supporters were unhappy that Chalobah was openly praising a rival player, while some fans went as far as telling the 22-year-old to leave Stamford Bridge. Chalobah subsequently deleted the tweet, which has now sparked an outpouring of support from Chelsea fans who recognized that the defender was simply praising his friend. Rice, Chalobah and Mason Mount all played together at Chelsea's academy before Rice was released at the age of 14 and joined West Ham. Chalobah was expected to leave Chelsea on loan this summer, but his performances in pre-season have impressed Thomas Tuchel and the 22-year-old is now set to stay at Stamford Bridge to fight for a first-team place. Chelsea have agreed a £25.6 million deal to sell Kurt Zouma to West Ham, according to reports in France. The Champions League holders have been looking to sign Jules Kounde from Sevilla but need to offload Zouma first. The 26-year-old's preference has been to remain in the Premier League, with both Tottenham and West Ham showing interest. However, the Hammers are now on the verge of finalising a deal for Zouma after a breakthrough in talks. According to RMC Sport and Telefoot, a fee has been agreed between the two clubs while personal terms are close to being finalised, with Zouma signing a 5-year contract with West Ham. The Hammers had initially refused to meet Zouma's £120,000 a week wage demand, but the club are now confident of reaching an agreement with the Chelsea centre-back. Once Zouma is sold, Chelsea are expected to press ahead with the signing of Kounde, who has a £68 million release clause in his contract with Sevilla. Chelsea to submit Jules Kounde bid in the next hours. According to Cope, Chelsea could launch their final offer for the France international within the next 24 hours and hope to conclude their transfer business prior to next week's international break. Kurt Zouma could well be involved in a transfer set of dominoes, with his move to West Ham advancing fast. This would then mean Chelsea will continue with their pursuit to sign defender Jules Kounde from Sevilla in the last days of the window. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Zouma to West Ham isn't far away, and once this is completed, Chelsea will make their official bid for Kounde. In fact, he believes this offer will come in the next hours. Kounde is patiently awaiting the move and has already agreed personal terms with Chelsea for some time now. Erling Haaland's agent Mino Raiola demanded wages of £820,000 a week to make Chelsea transfer. Chelsea pulled the plug on a move for Dortmund forward Erling Haaland earlier this summer after his agent, Mino Raiola, demanded the striker was handed wages of £820,000 a week. The Norwegian is the most coveted player in world football, and Chelsea attempted to extract him from Dortmund earlier this summer before moving on to Inter Milan striker Romelu Lukaku. A release clause in Haaland's contract means he's available for around £62 million next summer, and most European giants are waiting until 2022 to make their move for the Norway international. However, Chelsea sensed they could beat the pack by offering £100 million plus to Dortmund, but it was the striker's wage demands that scuppered a move. According to Bild, Raiola demanded his client was handed astronomical wages of around £820,000 a week, which would have amounted to annual earnings of around £42 million. That would have made Haaland the best paid player in world football, but Chelsea couldn't finance a deal on top of a huge transfer fee to Dortmund and Raiola's personal demands of around £40 million in agent fees. Chelsea are unlikely to revisit the move next summer following their £97 million acquisition of Lukaku, but Manchester City and Manchester United are both interested in signing the former RB Salzburg ace. Chelsea and Tottenham are reportedly battling for Porto's Colombia star Luis Diaz. The left winger finished joint top scorer at last month's Copa America, alongside Argentina's Lionel Messi, with 4 goals. Lisbon outlet Mais Futebol claims Diaz's advisors have travelled to England for talks over a move to the Premier League. And both Chelsea and Spurs officials are set to meet him to discuss a potential deal. The representatives are understood to have spent time in Portugal and Spain before offering the winger to the bitter London rivals. Diaz is under contract with Porto until 2024, and has a £68 million release clause. Chelsea forward Timo Werner rejected any opportunity to talk to Inter Milan this summer to stay at Stamford Bridge, according to reports in Germany. The German international was linked with a move to the Italian club as Chelsea negotiated for Romelu Lukaku. As per Christian Falk, Inter were interested in Werner but the striker decided to stay at Chelsea. It was previously reported that Werner wanted to stay at Chelsea despite the interest and that he was looking forward to playing with Lukaku this season. Werner and Lukaku were pictured exchanging words throughout Chelsea's open training session at Stamford Bridge ahead of the Premier League opener against Crystal Palace, and many fans believe Lukaku could be key to unlocking Werner's potential. Werner ended his first season at Chelsea by winning the Champions League and will look to push on this season to add more goals as the Blues look to challenge for the title.